Looks like things between Cardi B and Offset just got more intense. The buzz is that Cardi's keeping their finances separate now, leaving Offset trying to figure things out. Let me just say, Offset isn't handling this very well. From some cryptic tweets to throwing out some bold claims, things are getting intense. Word on the street is that Cardi B has decided to cut off his access to any of their shared finances. So, the rumor going around is that this well-known rapper has completely cut her ex out of their shared accounts. He doesn't have any access now. No one really knows what kind of accounts they had together, but it's definitely got people talking. Maybe it's because things are heading toward a split. But honestly, there might be more to the story. Sounds like Offset's been dealing with a bit of drama lately. Word is, Lil J called him out, claiming he owes him $10,000. On top of that, Jay even hinted that Offset asked for some cash while at the casino. Okay, so a few days earlier, there was another rumor going around about the same thing. It said that Offset is still technically married but has a bit of a gambling issue. Supposedly, he's always short on cash, and Cardi got fed up and cut off his access to money. That's not the whole story. Apparently, Offset brought a woman friend on a trip abroad, had her working on a yacht for a few days, and then used most of the money she made to make it seem like he was living the high life. So, if he really does have a gambling problem and Cardi decided to stop giving him money, it kind of makes sense. I mean, how else do you explain him hitting up Lil J for cash? We've all heard about Offset's thing with playing cards for a while now. Either way, one thing's for sure. There's definitely some tension brewing between Offset and Cardi again. Let's be real, their relationship has always been pretty public. But things took a turn last August when Cardi decided to file for divorce from Offset. To top it off, she shared the news that they're expecting their third child around the same time. Even though they decided to go their separate ways, they've been making co-parenting work without putting their kids in the middle of it. By the time December rolled around, Cardi was even seen at Offset's birthday party in Miami. Yep, she showed up. She's definitely all about keeping the peace lately, and she's honest about things not being smooth. She shared that the last few months were full of back and forths and chaos. But now things have finally settled down, and they've actually been getting along pretty well for about a week. Right before the new year, Offset caused quite a stir. He jumped on Twitter and said some pretty bold things about Cardi, claiming she sent him a picture with another guy. Offset shared a tweet asking people to send pictures of ninjas sneaking up on them, saying a friend had gotten caught too. Now everyone's online trying to figure out what he's talking about or if there's more to it. Cardi hasn't said anything about it so far. She's taking a break from dating and putting all her energy into her January plans, which look career-focused. Meanwhile, Offset seems to be out there doing his thing. He was recently seen in Dubai with someone named Melanie Jada, and people are already wondering if he's moving on. So, Cardi's shaking things up in her life. She's moving on from the Atlanta mansion they used to have, saying New York is where she really feels at home. Sure, the place is stunning, but for her, it's part of a chapter she's ready to close. Even with everything going on, they're still figuring out how to co-parent their kids and handle all the twists and turns that come with it. Whether things settle down or there's more to unfold, we'll just have to wait and see. There's definitely a lot happening here. The Cardi pics, the drama, the split. What's really going on here and where's it all heading? Let's break it down. Offset's been all about that flashy life for a while now, always showing off the chains, the cars, and the designer outfits. If the gambling rumors are true, all that showing off might just be a way to hide that he's having a tough time. Honestly, it makes sense why Cardi decided to move on. Sticking around could have ended with her realizing her savings took a hit. This isn't the first time their relationship has had its ups and downs. Offset's had some questionable moments in the past, which have definitely put a strain on things. Cardi's given him a lot of chances, but at some point, you've got to wonder how much is too much. And then there's the recent Twitter drama, where Offset hinted that Cardi might not have been completely loyal either. He posted saying she sent him a picture with another guy and acted like she was the one upset. Honestly, Offset, is this how you're trying to shift the focus? Cardi hasn't been quiet about everything either. She's shared that the last few months have been full of arguments, drama, and just a lot of chaos. Still, with everything that's happened, you can't help but wonder how long things will stay peaceful. On the subject of the kids, let's touch on how all this plays into their co-parenting situation. Cardi and Offset have 3 little ones, and balancing that with all the public stuff can't be easy. Cardi's always made it clear she wants to keep things good for her kids, so you know she's doing everything she can to keep life feeling as normal as possible for them. Cardi B's had a lot on her plate lately. Fans are getting curious about when her next album will drop since it's been a while since Invasion of Privacy. She's teased a bit about new music, but with everything going on, raising her kids, life with Offset, and all the craziness that comes with being in the spotlight, it totally makes sense why it's taking some time. Fans are still hoping all this will spark some amazing tracks when she eventually makes her comeback. If you thought Cardi B and Offset were done arguing, well, here's a little surprise for you. Not only are they still going at it, but things just escalated big time. To make it even wilder, Cardi B brought Offset's family into the mix, saying his mom took a lot of money from her. And on top of that, she's calling Offset out for not treating her kids fairly to get back at her. She called him out for not stepping up as a dad and not supporting his kids. Looks like Cardi B is gearing up to set things straight and call people out. Let's break it down. I'm not really surprised that Cardi's calling out Offset and his family because it's pretty well known that he doesn't always get along with them. Now, Cardi might be a little extra sometimes, but she's super family-oriented. On the other hand, Offset's family hasn't exactly welcomed her with open arms. They've been pretty tough on her from the beginning, especially when it comes to his past mistakes. Like when Offset messed up and Cardi was upset, his dad went off on her, making it seem like she was the problem for being hurt, instead of just brushing it off and letting it slide. Offset's dad opened up about how social media can sometimes make things harder, especially when personal family stuff gets shared online. He feels like his son's wife occasionally brings private matters to social platforms, which can end up affecting others, including the kids. He admitted Offset isn't perfect and has made his own mistakes, but says the back and forth arguments have turned into a tough situation. He explained that it's all tied to feelings like jealousy, insecurity, and emotional challenges. Offset, being successful and surrounded by a lot of people, doesn't always make the best calls. Pair that with someone who's just as driven, confident, and active on social media, and it can lead to a lot of drama and tension. Yeah, Pops probably should have kept that to himself because it didn't really make much sense. But he wasn't the only one speaking up about Cardi. His sister, Heife, also jumped in, backing up Offset, and even suggesting that Cardi hasn't been the best partner to him. Heife posted something online about relationships and shared some thoughts. They were saying how people sometimes have big expectations, like wanting their partner to be rich and completely loyal, and Heife felt like those expectations aren't always realistic. They also said that real happiness comes from within, not just from being with someone else. In another post, someone brought up how a woman like Cardi can do everything to support her partner, working hard and even helping out with his kids, but still not get treated right. It sparked a conversation about fairness and the challenges people face in relationships. Offset's sister spoke out about some of the stuff people have been saying online. She pointed out that most of the people making these comments don't really know Offset or his family. She also brought up how someone said they felt upset, but she wasn't sure where that was coming from. She asked everyone to ease up on the negative talk about her brother, saying he's a good person and doesn't deserve the hate. A lot of people say they saw this coming, like once someone shows certain habits, it's hard to change. But I'm curious what you all think about everything going on with Offset and the situation with Cardi. Share your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to check out the next video.